Hello everyone, welcome to class 8th. Today we are completing our last topic almost, that is fundamental rights as human rights and fundamental duties. So let us start with the first topic, that is fundamental rights as human rights. These fundamental rights are regarded as basic human rights and are available to all citizens irrespective of their caste, creed, color, religion, or gender. They are drawn from the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which was adopted by United Nations in 1948. The belief underpinning human right is that every human being must have some basic rights to lead a dignified life and live up to his or her potential to the best possible extent. Our next topic is fundamental duties. In 1975, Indian government felt that Indians have no realization of their duties. So, in 1976, while emergency, Indian government formed a committee to make realization of duties to the citizens. 1975 तक इंडियन गवर्नमेंट को ऐसा फील हुआ कि इंडियंस को अपनी ड्यूटीज़ का ज़रा सा भी रियलाइजेशन नहीं है. तो 1976 में इमरजेंसी के टाइम, जिस टाइम मैंने आपको डिस्कस किया है पिछले कुछ वीडियोज़ में कि 3 टाइम्स नेशनल इमरजेंसी डिक्लेयर हुई थी. तो 1976 में इंडियन गवर्नमेंट ने क्या किया, एक कमेटी फॉर्म की जिस कमेटी का नाम था सरदार स्वरण सिंह कमेटी. Originally in our constitution there was only fundamental rights. Fundamental duties was not even in frame. सिर्फ fundamental rights का मोटिव जिक्र था कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में, फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज़ का नहीं था. सो दिस कमेटी रिकमेंडेड दैट वी शुड इंट्रोड्यूस अ सेपरेट डेडिकेटेड चैप्टर फॉर फंडामेंटल ड्यूटी. इसलिए फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज़ का एक नया चैप्टर इंक्लूड किया गया. कांग्रेस गवर्नमेंट एक्सेप्टेड दिस committee's recommendation and the government came up with the 42nd Amendment Act. This particular act was so big and it brought many major changes and it itself known as a mini constitution. ये अपने आप में इतना बड़ा एक्ट था और इतने बड़े चेंजेस लेकर आया कि इसको हम मिनी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन भी कहते हैं. सो नाउ आफ्टर 42nd Amendment Act a new chapter was added in the constitution, that is chapter 4A. This chapter is all about fundamental duties. This whole chapter is made up of only one article, that is article 51A, in which 10 fundamental duties are given, and afterwards during the introduction of Indian 86th Amendment Act one more fundamental duty was added through this 86th Amendment Act. So you have to remember that by the recommendation of the Swarn Singh Committee, 46th Amendment Act, 42nd Amendment Act, in which from A to J 10 fundamental rights duties are given. After that 86th Amendment Act added one more fundamental duty, that is K. So currently Indian citizens have 11 fundamental duties. Let us see that. To abide by the constitution and respect the national flag and the national anthem. It means citizens abide हैं कि उनको respect करनी होगी किसकी, अपने national flag की, national anthem की. Next, to cherish and follow the noble ideals which inspired our national struggle for freedom. Noble ideals means always honest. ठीक है. To uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. I told you in my previous video that meaning of sovereignty means the power that a country has to control its own government. To defend the country, next fundamental duty is to defend the country and render national service when called upon to do so. Here render means to give help to. Now next fundamental duty is to promote harmony and the spirit of common brotherhood amongst all people of India. Next fundamental duty, to value and preserve the rich heritage of our composite culture. Here heritage means the traditions, qualities and culture of a country that have existed for a long time and have great importance in our country. Composite here means consisting of different parts. So our culture consists different parts. Next, the to protect and improve the natural environment including forest, lakes, rivers and wildlife, and to have compassion for living creatures. To develop the scientific temper, humanism, and the spirit of inquiry and reform. Scientific temper means free of superstitious practices and irrational practices. Reform means to change a system or law in order to make it better. Next fundamental duty is to safeguard public property and to abjure violence. Abjure violence means to promise publicly that you will do safeguard of public property. Next, to strive towards excellence in all spheres of individual and collectively activity so that the nation constantly rises to higher levels of endeavor and achievement. Endeavor means to try hard, that you should put efforts in that areas that our country constantly rises to higher levels. And the last but not least, to provide opportunities for education by the parent or the guardian to his or her child or ward between the age of 6 and 14 years. This is the new article which was added in the 86th Amendment Act. This article says that along with the state, it is the duty of the parents of children of 6 to 14 years should provide necessary education. The fundamental rights of part 3rd was mainly available for the citizens, but it was not available for some non-citizens. But fundamental duties is only applicable on the citizens of India. Now last I want to discuss what is the objective of fundamental duties. If people enjoy certain rights, they must also fulfill duties towards the state. The biggest loophole of the fundamental duties is that it is a non-enforceable rights. It means if you do not follow the fundamental duties, then also you can't be fined or penalized for not following the fundamental rights. It doesn't matter if you are not following the fundamental duties. That's all for the day. We have completed the next chapter, that was Secular Vision of the Indian Constitution of Class 8. Thank you. Keep revising. Keep watching.